This about Seth Rollins' character. You pointed out he's wrestling in his like the Nike combat boots.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Why isn't he? He's the Messiah. Why isn't he wrestling in like the Jesus sandals? Why isn't he wrestling in like Birkenstocks or something?
See, that's a good point. And while we're on the topic too, why doesn't he just start? He needs to rename his moves. Okay, he needs to rename his moves and just give them biblical allusions, like in all of his moves. Like the curb stomp needs to be renamed the Last Supper, to where like they're like, oh my God, he hit the Last Supper, and like just have Michael Cole going crazy on it, and I don't know, call something the Virgin Mary or something like that.
The pile driver. I'm pretty sure there's a pile driver called the Crucifix. Or there's something.
Well, that's what we were talking about. His like suicide dive needs to be called like the Crucifix dive, and he just like has to hold his hands out and like swan dive like through the ropes every time now, and call it the Crucifix dive.
I don't know. He needs to go all in on it. He just needs to go all in on it.
He needs to embrace it like fully. I don't think he's fully embraced it yet. He's been doing good, but I think he needs to like just go all in, balls deep, and just figure it out. Like
he's gonna go balls deep when he realizes he needs his Austin. He needs his Austin 316. We need a Rollins 316 verse.
What would Rollins 316 say, Mike? We need to come up with things that Rollins 316 would say.
I don't know what it would say. Rollins. I don't know. I don't know what Rollins 316 would say.
Rollins 316 says, "I just hit you in the head with the ring bell."
Rollins 316 says, "I just saved Monday Night Raw."
I like that one. That one's better than mine.
The Rollins Psalms. That doesn't go. I don't like that. That doesn't come off the tongue easy.
The Psalm of Rollins.
The Psalm of Rollins. I like that one better. I like that a lot better.
Psalms of Rollins.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
So, I mean, I kind of wish, just for this visual, just for the sake of the visual, I really wanted Seth Rollins to win, just so, like, if it had been a classic, typical Mania, I wanted this visual. I wanted Seth Rollins to win, and then Monday night he comes out, and he's in, like, full, like, Jesus garb, like Birkenstocks, a little, like, cassock and everything, and he's got the little, like, cross hanging around his neck. And he comes out and just stands on the stage with like a pulpit and just starts like, Southern Baptist preaching like fire and brimstone to like everybody, and like opens the book and like says a sermon and everything. And then he's got like AOP and Buddy Murphy acting like little altar servers behind him and everything. That visual alone would be worth it. I mean,
I need Buddy Murphy behind Rollins. Just, oh, hail! Oh, praise thee!
Praise Jesus!
Praise thee! How great he is!
He's from Australia. He doesn't get what a Southern Baptist will do.
They just need to sing, how great! Oh my
and he'd be like clapping and swaying in the background and like...
Let Xavier Rhodes bring back the old character. One other thing from this match I really wanted, I wanted Kevin Owens' son just to be the only guy and the only person in the crowd. I just thought Kevin Owens' son would be so hilarious, just sitting there. If it was like him, like when he made his debut of Cena, if you guys haven't seen this, his son is like, he's probably like 8, 9 years old at this point. Maybe a little younger. He's just like...
He's a little younger. I think he was like 6 or 7, but...
6 or 7. He's just like... And his mom's like, hey, look, he's making his debut. Your dad's making the debut. And he's like, oh, against John Cena? And he's way more hyped that he's going against John Cena than his dad is going to the WWE. And I just imagine him like, let's go.
Cheering like John Cena to like beat the shit out of his dad. Like,
and I just imagine that Kevin Owens' son is just cheering for Seth the whole time.
Dad, Seth's the good guy. And he's like, shut up, son.
I really wish his son... Oh, man, I can't... Dude, his son's going to be... I guarantee his son's going to wrestle. His son, like, just watches it all the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. His son's going to wrestle.
I don't know if I can see his son wrestling. I feel like Kevin might keep... I don't know. His son's awesome. I love his son.
Anyway. All right, I don't have anything else. You got anything else for this one, Mike?
Did I have anything else for this match? No, I don't got anything for it. I think that's it.
All right, let's go to the ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It was John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso.
Man.
Wow. What a hell of a match.
This match was going 90 miles an hour after 6 beers and 2 shots. I'll tell you what. This had the impact of just a drunk driver running all around. and just hitting the guy that said, "Fuck this, I'm out of here. I don't want to be in this company again." This reference is going too far. I was trying to involve anyone, and it just went too far.
This match made me feel like when I get pulled over by the cops after I've had like 2 beers and I'm like flirting with, like I might be at about like, a 0.8 right now. It might be like a 0.6, 0.7. We'll see if they let me off. Like that kind of flutter in my heart. That's about where I was this whole match. It was riveting television.
This match had the opposite effect of me just sitting on the beaches of nice Kingston, Jamaica. It had the exact opposite effect of that. This was a fast-paced match, the exact opposite of a John Morrison entrance.
Yeah, just sped everything up, seemed to go in fast motion. You and I talked about this too. They need to make a new law in WWE where every time they show a John Morrison replay, the whole thing has to be in slow motion.
100%. That'd make it way better. I'm glad we made a reference to every character in our introduction to that.
That was good. That was well done, Mike. I give you the props for that one. You did that all yourself. I'm not giving you the props for that one. I won't take any of your thunder there.
I tried to. It's pretty easy to make DUI jokes.
It really is. There's too many of them, unfortunately. Yeah. But so we were kind of talking about why this match has such a frenetic pace to it, and usually these tag team ladder matches have a good pace, but I think this one had just such a big one because usually you have 6 competitors in these triple threat tag team ladder matches, but you only had 3 competitors in this one. Mm-hmm. And so all of them had to be involved in basically every spot in one form or fashion or another. When as opposed to the other one, you can hit a big spot, kind of rest for a minute, and then come back in, 5 minutes later, rested, hit another spot. Whereas this time, everyone kind of had to hit a spot, recover, for the minute or so they're on the ground, and then get right back up and start wrestling again. And so I think it kind of just felt faster because it felt like the same guys, over and over hitting all these spots. And so you're like, wow, they're already back in the match. Like, wow, that's insane, And you didn't really have time to stop and breathe, and moments didn't really, like, as good as it was, I don't think the moments had enough time to really breathe throughout the match, And I think part of the problem is just the lack of, they were missing half the competitors in the ring. I think that's the main thing, honestly. So
yeah, that's what we were saying during the whole match. It's like they had to go fast because you can't take a break if there's not 6. You got 3. Someone's always got to be going against the other guy, and it made for awesome. I mean, these 3 guys, we knew they were going to be able to go. I saw this match. We were disappointed we didn't get the tag match, but you just see the competitors on there, and you're like, no, it's going to be okay anyway. The finish was kind of funny. I kind of liked the finish. I liked that Uso and Kofi were just looking at each other like, dude, what the fuck? How'd you mess this all up? This is supposed to be our match. I had it won. We had it won, and you just let him get it.
Yeah, it was definitely a unique finish. I think something I'd never seen before, and so I was very.
Yeah, I've never seen the top thing come off.
I was pleased, actually. I was very, very pleased in the fact that Morrison took a hell of a bump to win. I kind of was like worried at first. I was like, oh shit, like the ladder didn't break. Like, oh, that's no good. And then I saw him. I was like, wait a minute, where's the titles? And then I looked down and Morrison was holding the titles. I was like, oh shit, that was really cool. Like, I like that a lot. And yeah, like you said, Jimmy and Kofi were just kind of looking at each other, like yelling at each other, like, what the hell? Like, why don't you? I thought you had the title. No, I thought you had the titles. I'm like, oh, just fantastic work. I loved it. Some top tier work from everyone involved in this match. Fantastic spots. Just a great wrestling match. I mean, just some great wrestling, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's all I got about that match. Is that all I had? I thought I had something else. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, no, I got one more. The best thing about this match, we get more Morrison and Miz rap videos before pay-per-views.
Dude, if the Morrison and Miz put out another rap video, I'm just going to burn my TV.
That was the second best song I heard all night after Baron Corbin's harmonica. Beautiful song.
I would switch. I think I would switch them both and say that Taker's biker theme coming in was number 1, definitely. But
Hey, nah, I don't know about that one. All right, co-main event, or what is that called? Co-main event?
No, it's definitely not the co-main event.
All right, whatever. Braun Strowman versus Goldberg, the guy they didn't want to promote until probably like 12 hours ago. Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. Fast match. Goldberg looking like Santa Claus, looking like a guy that just went on Wicked Tuna for 3 seasons and came back all with the beard, learning all about the tunas and how to sell the tuna, how to catch the tuna. He came out, he hit his spears. We knew he wasn't going to be able to hit the jackhammer. That's the first thing we said. We said, there's no way he can hit the jackhammer. And
yeah, no, it definitely felt like Goldberg did his prep for this match by making a list and checking it twice. That's for damn sure. However, I mean, this whole thing is just kind of like doesn't sit well with me. If we're gonna take the title off of the Fiend and give it to Goldberg, why? What was the plan? Was the plan just so that Roman Reigns wouldn't have to face the Fiend to get the title?
100%.
Because if the plan was always to have Roman get the title from Goldberg at WrestleMania, then why would you? I just don't understand why Goldberg had to be the middleman to take it off of the Fiend.
Yeah,
like
why?
It would have been a better match. Like people would actually have, I mean, people would have hated Roman for taking the title off the Fiend, but at least they would have put on a good ass match, Like
No, I think it would have went terribly if they got Roman to take it from the Fiend. They got to get Roman over somehow.
I feel like they were in a really bad spot, and Roman Reigns just shouldn't have done like anything they did. Everything they did wrong, I think.
The Fiend never should have got the title if that was the whole plan. I don't know. They messed it up. But the Fiend got the title because Seth Rollins and
get the title. They definitely should have had him get the title. He was amazing. He's the best character they've had in 5+ years in WWE.
I don't know. I just didn't like that they had they just buried him with Goldberg. There was no point in it. They messed that whole thing up. It was terrible.
I just don't understand what they're doing.
I'm glad Braun Strowman finally got his championship because he deserved it, but not right now. He hasn't really done anything.
It's a year and a half too late. It was 2 years too late.
It's not what we wanted right now. Anyway, we'll see what Braun can do. I guess Goldberg's gone. Goldberg never actually got the... It would have been nice if Goldberg could have got a good match, but now he doesn't even get that.
I'm not surprised. He wasn't gonna have a good match with anybody. You could have put anybody out there. He wouldn't have had a good match.
That's probably true. I mean, he never really has good matches.
Not anymore. I mean, he did when he was fucking 30 in 1997, but I mean...
He hasn't had a good year of wrestling since 1997 and 98.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the point. Like, just let him be dead. Like...
I don't know. It would have been cool if he came back as a heel and just attacked Roman and they just had a side feud. It's not cool for the championship.
Dude, just at some point you just gotta let it be gone. Like, I don't know.
Never, dude. Keep letting him wrestle forever. Wrestle forever. Alright, I want to bring Undertaker versus AJ Styles. I want to bring up these last few points. Or not last few points. The last things, I just went through the GIFs and tweets. I want to see if you remember these. I thought it was funny that AJ wrestled in jeans, but he didn't take the gloves off. He had to keep the gloves on.
Hey, he's outside. He's doing working man stuff. He's got to have his gloves on.
I thought that was cool. What else was there? There was some other stuff. Oh, the Druids that came out, and then Undertaker just beat him up all fucking...
I think he had about 6 punches that took all 7 of them out. I mean, that was it.
He got his action movie star.
I think the 7th one just fell.
He got his action movie star. He was like Kill Bill, man. It was awesome. When they went through the barn was pretty sick. They going through the barn. I don't understand how the barn got there. Who puts a barn next to a graveyard like that? Didn't understand that. It was
storage.
Very cool Florida graveyard. You got all the palm trees everywhere. It was funny. I don't know. The whole setup was cool. We both thought the tombstone against was it Gallows?
Yeah.
Gallows. We thought that for sure was just gonna send him through the farm.
No, it was Carl Anderson. Sorry, it was Carl Anderson.
Yeah, but we both thought that was sending him through the farm.
Definitely thought he was going through the barn roof and was going straight down to hell.
I think that was it. That's all I wanted else. That's all else I remembered. Is there anything else that was crazy during that thing?
No, not really. Let's just preview a couple of the matches for tomorrow.
Okay, let me find the card.
I got it pulled up.
Okay, you lead it then.
All right, so I'm not. I don't think we don't need to go through. I think every single one, but I do kind of just want to hit on like one or two of them.